let's use some of the things we've learned about perimeter and area to solve some simple problems. Here's a square. Its area is 36 centimeters squared. What we want to know is what's its perimeter. So we've got to work backwards. We've got to go from the area to work out the base and the height, and then work out the perimeter. So for a square, the base is equal to the height. So the base is the square root of the area. Square root of 36 is 6, and so the perimeter is 4 lots of 6 centimeters because it's a square. So the perimeter is 24 centimeters. Now let's do it the other way around. Let's look at a square where we're given the perimeter. So the perimeter of this square is 36 centimeters. We want to find the area. It's a square, so we know that each side is the same length, which is going to be 36 divided by 4. So each side is 9 centimeters. So the area is going to be 9 times 9, which is 81 centimeters squared. So there you go. With a square, very simple. You know that both sides are the same. You can use that to work out either the perimeter or the area back from the other value. Look at a slightly trickier example. Here we have a rectangle. We're told the area is 72 meters squared. You're also told that the height is twice the length of the base. So let's put in a value for the base of b, so we can know that the height is 2 lots of b. And we've been asked what's the perimeter. So the area is the base times the height. Or if we work that through, we get 2b squared. So 2b squared is equal to 72. B squared is 36, and that gives us a value of b of 6. So the perimeter is b plus 2b plus 2b, and that equals 6 lots of b. 6 lots of b is going to be 36 meters. So we had the area. We weren't given either of the lengths of the sides. We were just told the ratios they existed in, and we were able to work out the perimeter from that by working backwards. Let's do a similar thing now, but using a triangle. We want to know how high this triangle is. We're told the base length and we're told the area. Now we know that the formula for the area of a triangle is a half times the base times the height. So we've got to put the information we do know into that formula and work out what the unknown is. So we know 45 is equal to half of 7.5 times h. Get rid of the half, gives us 90 equals 7.5 times h. Divide both sides by 7.5, gives us h is 90 divided by 7.5, which gives us the final value for the height there of 12 centimeters. With any question of this kind, you have to trust that you've been given all the information. And if there isn't already a diagram, draw the diagram, fill in the information you know, write down the formulae that you know, and you should be able to see where you're going to get the missing values from. The final example we're going to look at, we're not going to draw a diagram, but we're going to see that sometimes a complex problem is not as complex as it actually looks if we go through it step by step. So let's look at the information we're given. A bathroom wall measures 2.5 meters by 3.5 meters. Typical sized wall in a bathroom. We want to know how many boxes of 25 tiles, which each measure 15 centimeters square, will be needed to cover the surface. So, a couple of problems here. We've got a wall that's measured in meters and tiles that are measured in centimeters, so we have to do a conversion. So the size of the wall is actually 250 centimeters by 350 centimeters. All we've done there is multiplied the length in meters by 100 to get centimeters. So the area of that wall is 250 times 350, which is 87,500 centimeters squared. We know that each tile has an area of 15 times 15, which equals 225 centimeters squared. So one box of tiles will cover 25 times 225 centimeters squared, which is 5,625 centimeters squared. So the number of boxes we need is going to be 87,500 centimeters squared, which is the area of the wall, divided by the area of one box, which is 5,625. That gives us an answer of 15.5555. So We know we can't go into a shop and ask for 15.555555 boxes, so we know the answer has to be 16 boxes of tiles will have to be purchased. So none of the maths in that question was actually particularly difficult. Multiplying by 100, multiplying two numbers together, dividing two numbers. The difficulty was the number of steps that you had to go to. And I think you can see quite clearly there that if you'd have tried to keep all of those steps in your head, you would have made a mistake on at least one of them. So, one key learning point here is write down every step you're taking so that you don't make the silly mistakes you'll make if you try and keep everything in your head. You have a pencil, you have a piece of paper, use it.